Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone's day going? Hey, y'all. So, I just wanted to talk about this Danny Lay and the baby situation. I thought Yellow Bone was what he wanted. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So, first, let me drop the link.
Record me talking about shut the
I gotta record you for my sake.
Yeah, go ahead. It's the first thing.
You ain't finna burn the black man down. Get your phone. I mean, cuz the first.
Baby, the first time.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like this.
Nah. Go with your move, crazy girl. You started your.
Yeah, whatever. Tell him, where's this stupid ass guy? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Yeah, whatever. He wanna call the fucking cops? Yeah, whatever. No, I don't need to tell you nothing. Nah, you good. You can talk to him because he want to call you guys. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead. Ain't nobody need to talk to nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, whatever. Bitch ass. Bitch ass. Bitch ass. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. I ain't never addressed no shit. I ain't never addressed nothing before. Because I always was like, nah, let me not talk to the internet because the internet is always going to make their own story up, whatever they going to grab a little piece and put whatever story they want together. But nah, how I've been living here for the past 3 months at his house, at his penthouse, back and forth, here and there, since my baby was born. And then all of a sudden, I cook for this night. He want to come to the crib. I am sleeping in his bed talking about, you need to go. You mean I need to go to a 5-star hotel? Ain't nobody leaving. And of course, shit escalated. And the nigga want to put up a statement talking about, oh, it saddens me that I have a queen to raise. You ain't even been here this whole time that I've had this child. You want to give cute little conversations talking about you a good ass dad. You a fucking coward. You a fucking coward. You a fucking coward. God damn, bro. And it's unfortunate this shit's on the fucking internet because, oh, okay, you're the idiot.
Is anybody surprised? Is anybody surprised? I, for one, am not. I am not surprised that this situation has ended like this. I am not. She said Yellowbone was what he wanted. Obviously not.
You know, I've spent a lot of years worried about people's perception of me.
My bad. A Will Smith video started playing. But I'm not surprised. He wants to kick her out while she's breastfeeding the child. Their argument has led over into today. There are some more developments coming in this situation. Yes, dust will be dust. And his baby mama Mimi came out and said she know what she was dealing with when she was dealing with the baby. That's why she don't be pressed about what he do or who he be with. Not only that, but in the video, the baby proceeds to say that Danny Lay was never his girl, that she was just a certified side chick. And she wanted to argue. At that point, there is no argument, ma'am. He's telling you that he was not in a relationship with you. You may have been in a relationship with him, but he was not in one with you. You were taken, he was single. That's what happened, regardless of if y'all been talking for 3 years or whatnot. He's saying to your face that he used you for 3 years. He does not love you. I'm going to say that one more time. He does not love you. Hey, how you doing, Suave?
Man, I'm hanging in that Black Power. What's good with Moonflower?
Everything's good. I got up a little late this morning because my phone was dead when I woke up, but everything's good.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm glad you was able to get it through. I was just checking. I'm like, okay, she got it in. Appreciate the stream, man. Yeah, and I appreciate you talking about this story. I'm gonna sit back and see, what's going on. Shout out to the league. You already know what it is.
Yep, I saw this when I first woke up. I had to talk about it because I'm not surprised that this is what happened. She did clownery. She wanted to say yellow bone is what he wants. She wanted to throw shots at Mimi. Mimi was completely unbothered. But now the clown coming to bite back. And same goes for him. Now the clown coming to bite back. You played with her emotions. You got her distraught. And now you dealing with a crazy baby mama. On top of that, let's look at what she doing. She wouldn't be considered as ghetto or ratchet. She would be a feisty Latina. Y'all hold on one second. Suave, take over.
For sure. Yeah, I saw a post up there on World Star Hip Hop yesterday of them actually, I guess, arguing. He went live, talking about I'm going live for my safety. And she's sitting there, bottle feeding the baby. And I did see that post. Let me see. Did she show the actual videos? Let me see. I could probably grab them or go to World Star or something. But she would definitely probably have to show it though. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I had to answer the phone.
Okay. Did you show the actual videos?
Yes, that is the actual video. I gotta pull it back up to
Did you
it's
get
on
the one from
YouTube.
yesterday?
Hmm?
Did you get the one from yesterday when she was breastfeeding? When she was bottle feeding the baby?
Yeah, that's how it started out. She was feeding the
Yeah.
baby. And
Okay.
he came in there and was recording. And she's like, "Why you recording?" She tried to hide the baby with a pillow because the baby was eating. And he moved the pillow out the way to show. And then it's a 20-minute long video. It's on YouTube though. It's on TMZ as well. But he, long story short, he ended up calling the police on her to get her out his crib.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
And then on top of that, his assistant was there, which was a dark skinned black woman with dreads. And
Mm-hmm.
as a woman, I don't see how that sit right with you to act that way.
Okay, that's who that was. I didn't know who that was. I thought that was the baby mama.
No, the baby mama, her name is Mimi. She went live. Like she posted a video later, last night or this morning, basically saying that when you deal with those types of dudes, you know what you get yourself into. That's why she ain't never pressed about what he do, who he with, and she gonna continue to do her and get her back.
That's hard. Wow. Yeah, man. Oh, somebody said he asked her to get out. What did I think about her asking? That's why you think he put her out like that? Oh, I couldn't begin to imagine. I don't know. All I
I
know is,
think
what'd you
I
say?
think he wanted her to get out so he could play with some other female.
Yeah, that's conceivable. Is but to me that's like too simple. Like get out of the whole house so I could so I could mess with another female. Or I could conceive saying what he's saying, like, you gotta go because it's starting to seem like a relationship. I ain't in no real relationship with you. Like he probably was trying to play that shit off. They was, in a relationship. It's probably what the
Right.
fuck he says, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he probably. I don't know. I can't conceive the mind of a person that work like that. All I know is that the baby and his girl into it, and they rich. Me and Katrina good. So I kind of woke up like, yeah, we winning. That's a little encouragement, man. Shit.
Right, because some people really be going through it. But what I want to point out is black men's response
Okay.
to this the baby situation. Now, this is from my Facebook that I saw this morning. Somebody that I followed, I don't know who this is, but he said, "What the bitch do?" Because he probably dead ass right. So let me turn off this heater right fast. But as we all know, this situation happened late into the night last night, around 3 o'clock this morning. There is no reason at all for you to be putting out your baby mama and your 3 month child at 3 o'clock in the morning. She said she was asleep. She had cooked for him, went to sleep, and he came in there talking about she needs to get out. There is no reason. There is no logical reason why he would come in there putting him out, putting them out. So let's go through some of these comments, right? So the girl said, "You heard him say that the baby gotta go, or just her. He a man who can take care of the baby. He wanted her gone. She made it about the baby." That's what I call being a mammy. That is the type of protection that we don't need to be offering to men. Because what mother in their right mind is going to leave their 3 month old somewhere, regardless of who is with? At that point in time, you don't want to be away from your baby. You want to be around your baby 24/7. She's a first time mother at that. And you really expect for her to leave the 3 month old baby with a man who kicking her out at 3 o'clock in the morning? I think not.
Yeah, you hit on that.
I think the fuck not.
Yeah,
I ain't got a kid. I got a little brother. And I barely like him staying with our mama. I prefer for him to go live with our grandparents. But I'm about to get into the situation where I'm finna try to get him to come live up here with me. So if I feel that way about my little brother, how do you expect a grown woman to feel about her child and her first and only child at that? So another person commented said, "What mom is leaving her 3 month old child? Let's be real, because at 3 months, my baby ain't leaving out of my eyesight, period. Let alone sleeping out dad or no motherfucking dad." Another mammy, "If the mom took the baby, that has nothing to do with him." Someone replied, "He kicked them both out at 3 a.m. She didn't just take the baby from him." And they're saying because he waited to call the police until this morning that it wasn't a real kick out. Yes, it is. You are holding a roof over her head. You're holding shelter over her head to get what you want. That is a form of abuse. But yet people are kicking, laughing, and taking his side, taking up for him, showing him protection that he don't need. He is a grown ass man. He already been counseled once. Go ahead and counsel him again. I don't see the outrage people had for him making those LGBTQ comments in this situation, nor did I see the outrage from people when he punched a black woman in the face. Let's not forget he has a history of violence against women. Let's not forget, regardless of if that is your baby daddy or not, would you honestly leave your kid with him, a 3 month old? Would you honestly leave your child with him, seeing that he has a history of violence against women? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So, Suave, what are your thoughts so far? Suave, you there? I guess not. So, if anybody wants to hit the link and come up here and give their input, you can. Hello, Gold. Gold mine, are you there?
What it do though?
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Say what?
I said, good afternoon. How are you?
Great. How about you?
I'm doing great. What do you think about this situation?
Mm, it's a pretty weird and precarious situation for myself. Given that I've been in this situation where I wasn't necessarily with somebody, but I call myself, trying to, co-parent or whatever the situation may be when you're not with somebody and you still raising kids.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Gold mine in the building.
what's up with it, Swab?
I ain't shit,
Um,
bro.
I feel like that shit can, it can go up and down. A lot of times you have people making decisions based on what they know is gonna be in a benefit. Like so, for instance, if we start with the baby, he know for the most part there's a group of people that's gonna agree with what he's standing on. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing for the young lady. But to me, it becomes a thing of like, is it a toxic situation to be putting yourself in to begin with? Because from what I'm gathering from the story, and you probably can fill me in some more. But what I'm gathering from the story, they've been like, cause I heard about this shit this morning, and I'm like, I don't even know why they're around each other. They've been separated. Um,
He let her
so
come
it's like,
live with him 3 months ago.
say what now?
He opened up his house to her 3 months ago. They've been living together for 3 months, ever since she gave birth.
Ever since she gave birth, so basically, like when she gave birth, he was trying to let her come stay so they could spend time as a family, right?
I guess so.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I would think it would have to be something happened. You know what I'm saying? More than what's being told right now for somebody to just be like, even if it was her, let's say she opened up the house and she want him there for a little while, and then 3 o'clock in the morning she talking about putting him out. It's more to it than what we seeing. It gotta be.
Yeah, it gotta be right, but still, I don't. He could have waited till the next day and asked her to leave. It ain't
I
no
thought it
reason
was
to
in the
come at three
morning.
o'clock in the morning, waking somebody up to leave with a 3 month old.
Oh, she was asleep.
Yeah, she was asleep. She was not awake. She was asleep.
Did they have any conversation about her leaving and she tried to sleep on over anyway?
She said that she cooked, put the baby to bed. She went to sleep. He came home, woke her up out her sleep, saying that she needed to leave.
Mm.
That's crazy as shit.
So are we saying this is wrong on what level?
On just a basic human level, this is human decency, respect. If there's no reason
Oh,
to wake somebody up at 3 o'clock in the morning to leave and go anywhere. Now,
most definitely.
had he waited to the
Most
next
definitely,
day,
especially with your child in the midst of that.
right?
Um, but like I seen a lot of people in the chat saying like, you shouldn't put yourself in certain predicaments as well. Like, um, if like just let this be a lesson to some of the males that's listening that might be in this position where your ass get put out at 3 in the morning, or some of the females. Like, if you got your own shit, bro, as much as you might want to try to do some shit for the sake of the kid, realize y'all not together for a reason. So to all of a sudden now y'all get a new addition to the family, try to act like everything. it obviously it wasn't enough to keep you from getting put out at 3 o'clock in the morning. Not to say that's wrong or right, but y'all problem still persist, obviously. Whatever the hell they problem is. And quite frankly, like to me, I think this shit a little deeper than just cause like when you get to a point of you dealing with, somebody saying somebody got a history, like I remember hearing about him hitting a girl, but it wasn't a clear cut situation. It wasn't like he was in a relationship with a female and fired on the broad. It was more like he swung at a dude and it was a female right there and he didn't see that shit in a crowd of people. You remember that situation?
Yeah, he hit a black woman in the face.
Yeah, I don't want to, it's easy to put a name on somebody, but it's harder to get that shit off of you. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't really have no. I can't choose a side on that shit. Like you said, by human standards, hell no, I wouldn't want nobody to get put out. Nor would I put somebody out at 3 o'clock in the morning. But I have been in situations where a motherfucker keep playing with me, and I really don't care what time it is. You gotta go. Like you gotta go. And if you got somewhere else to stay, you know what I'm saying? Like at that point, you're making this a hostile situation. Like you got somewhere else to be.
She ain't got nowhere
Why are
else
you
to
trying to
go.
take stronghold of my house?
She
And
don't
if
have
you don't
nowhere
want
else
the
to
baby
go.
to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning, I am the parent of this child, so they can stay, but you gotta go.
And the issue is she don't
And
have
I
nowhere
done
else
been in
to
that
go.
situation. I had to leave. I had to really leave. Like you got to really think about that as a parent. You don't want to put your child in those situations where the police getting called. Period. Like when you can just leave, because you don't know how that shit gonna go. Now if that child, the police come and the police shoot one of y'all, then what? Now the child traumatized. Child traumatized regardless. Seeing the whole police there, like I don't care what people think. Like when the police come to separate some parents, it's some shit that happened before that. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna leave that child traumatized. So as much as we want to just be like, man, that's fucked up. Yeah, it's a fucked up situation altogether that we have to get to the point we can't communicate and we have to have other people deal with our issues for us. But I guess that's what they get paid for. Yeah, that's what I said to when he was done for that shit. Both of them done for sitting over here trying to, save face when they obviously, nigga, y'all went together for a reason. Y'all went together for a reason. And so many people do that shit, trying to, save face for the baby or whatever their excuse be in the moment. But y'all broke up for a reason.
Yep. Yep, but I'm not taking no sides because, as I
No,
said,
no,
the
I ain't say
clown
you was.
when you do clownery, the clown bites back. They both did some fucking clown ass shit, and now they getting their
Oh
car.
yeah, yeah. It was some clown ass shit to begin with, because I think this the irony of the shit. I want to say when they got together, the chick that's complaining about him, she did some old foul shit to his baby mama, and they was
Yes,
having an
because
issue.
yes, he
So
was
it's
still
like,
in a relationship with his baby mama. Him and his baby
yeah.
mama had got back together.
So
Then
it's
he
like I don't
started
know what you think this
sleeping with
is,
Danny
bro.
Lay on the low, and then she started posting pictures of him on social media. And then she made
Yeah,
that Yellow Bowl
she got her
song.
turn to ride on the clown brigade. So I mean, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like people always say, they didn't do it to me. But if you ever want to know how somebody gonna be, watch how they treat other people. It's only a matter of time for it's you. It's only a matter of time for it's you. Because regardless to how somebody treats you, don't mean you gotta do some old foul shit. Like I
Yeah.
said, I done been in situations where my children's mother stand with me and we not together. But I ain't never put their ass out, not once. Because I know at the end of the day, my child gonna be affected by that shit regardless. So I will remove myself first. But everybody ain't like that. And everybody shouldn't have to really. Like, but that's just me. Like if
She
I
thought
built my
because she
house
was
up,
a
I ain't gonna
feisty
let nobody take
Latina
over.
that she was
Huh?
gonna get a different outcome.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously. I mean, she definitely was being optimistic with him. Yep.
Yep, she thought she was gonna get a different outcome
But I also think she
because
was being messy. I think she was being messy and she got the outcome that come with being messy.
yep,
Like let that be a lesson. You know how some shit started, is how it's gonna end. Like we always think people gonna leave in peace when they didn't come in peace. That's what I tell the baby. Like, you think she just gonna leave in peace, nigga? She didn't come in peace. She came and disrupted your whole shit, and you
Yep.
let her because you was in love. That shit was cute at one point in time. Now that shit ain't cute no more. It ain't. And now both sides is like, I mean, who side y'all on? Nigga, fuck that. Grow the fuck up.
Nobody.
Make the best of this situation for the baby on y'all end. Because obviously y'all can't work together.
Nope. I'm not on nobody's side at all. Because I mean, we could see it a mile away. She talking about some they was in a relationship. He talking about they wasn't, that she was just a side piece. Ain't no arguing to that girl. You was taken, he was single. And he acted that way the whole time. As soon as you drop that Yellow Bone song and shit started hitting the fan and going left, he distanced himself from you. So what
Right.
part of that says that y'all in a relationship?
Hey, but you got a point though when you said he said something about her being a side piece though, because the way you said it happened, I'm like, shit, my girl, I don't know what you thought you was. Because
Right?
what
Because
happens is once he
he
lose
never
his main,
publicly claimed her, but she
no,
started
this my
posting
thing
pictures
though.
of
You
them
gotta
together.
do that. You gotta do that once you lose your main chick and she doing all this shit in the public. Like, you gotta make yourself look respectable to an extent. Like, okay, yeah, we found out about this chick by way of he was already with a girl. You feel me? So she
Right.
obviously was playing the side chick role. Now, when they break up, he gotta save face as well as she gotta save face and say she his girlfriend. But truth be told, you didn't start off as my girlfriend, nigga. And nor do I have to respect you after the fact when you willing to play this role. And
Facts.
that's really what it was. Not to say that's wrong or right, but I'm just saying when people play these roles or accept these different positions based on what status you think this person have, because I noticed that shit. Like some women or men too, you feel me? I sit here and be like, man, if they famous, I take whatever, you know. Like a nigga be like, man, I'll be with Beyonce, and you know Beyonce married. But the fact of the status, you like shit, I'll be with her though. And some women is the same way. So it's like when you get the consequence of being that open or just being willing to settle for whatever because you think this person more valuable than you find out real quickly. That person ain't better than you. If anything, they doing shit that you would never do probably. Or in this situation, they doing the same shit you doing. And you can't say shit. Cause you really wouldn't be nobody. Like nigga, I didn't know who
Could
she
you play
was.
the videos again?
What you say, big bro?
I was asking her to play the video again. There's a lot of people came in here, they ain't see it.
Yeah, I'll play the video again.
Yeah, you probably should.
Let me
Say the-
pull it back up.
And remove the comment from the
Y'all played the
screen. It's
video
blocked.
where they in the house? Huh, Swab?
I don't know what video she played. I jumped
Oh,
on.
okay. Yeah, I sent you the video when they was in the house. I don't know if y'all got that yet.
Play the baby live where Wonderful Wheat Bread. I looked on Instagram. You're not live on Instagram. You're not live
Nah,
on
I
you.
sent you. It's
No,
something
I'm
that they
talking to
upload.
Wonderful Wheat Bread in the
Oh, you
chat.
talking to her?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay, bet.
post his link. Post the link. Wonderful Wheat Bread. We don't see it.
Yeah, you gonna have to post that. Or hold on, let me see. She must be talking about like he live on Instagram or something. Maybe we'll have to put it. You got Instagram, bro?
Appreciate it, Melanated. Yeah, I just went to Instagram and looked at the baby. He ain't live
Oh,
on
you
that.
still don't see that shit.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it's important we have these conversations because it is a mother, father, and a child situation. You know, it's some shit like Pac say, you feel me? I might not feel like this is my situation, but let me tell you how this affect us all. Because once we create a culture of these things being, you know, acceptable or, you know, a culture of these things going unchecked or not even talking about how we feel about that shit, that becomes the culture. So it's important that we talk about these things regardless to how we feel about it, as well as learn to some in some cases agree to disagree. You know what I mean? But as long as the basics is the same, like long as the basics is to take care of the family, you feel me, and make sure we do that without rationalizing. This family is expendable. This part of the family is expendable.
Yeah,
Post it
Moonflower
to
started
me.
this stream. I can't share it. She got okay. There she go.
You see the okay.
Stupid guy. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Yeah, whatever. He want to call the fucking cops on me for whatever the reason. Whatever. Stupid. My 3-month-old baby. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
So the police making
Be
her
sure
leave.
to like and subscribe.
No, I don't need to tell you nothing. Nah, you good. You can talk to him because he want to call you guys. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead. Ain't nobody need to talk to nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Make it full
Yeah,
screen,
whatever.
man.
Big.
What you say?
It's all good.
Try to make it full screen so they can see it, and
Good.
then you got the little thing across
Nobody
the
needs to
screen.
talk to nothing. Go ahead. Guys, let me let you know real quick what the is up because this going to put up a statement 10 minutes after we
Appreciate it.
got into an argument because he wants to walk into this room talking about, oh, you need to get out with our 3-month baby. Yeah, I ain't never addressed I ain't never addressed nothing before because I always was like, nah, let me not talk to the internet because the internet is always gonna make their own story up, whatever they gonna grab a little piece and put whatever story they want together. But nah, how I've been living here for the past 3 months at his house, at his penthouse, back and forth, here and there, since my baby was born. And then all of a sudden, I cook for this tonight. He want to come to the crib. I am sleeping in his bed, talking about you need to go. The you mean I need to go to a 5-star hotel? Do it. Ain't nobody leaving. And of course, escalated. And this want to put up a statement talking about, oh, it saddens me that I have a queen to raise you. You ain't even been here this whole time that I've had this child. You want to give cute little conversations talking about you a good dad. You you a fucking coward. You a fucking coward. You a motherfucking coward. God damn, bro. And it's unfortunate that it's on the fucking internet because, oh, okay, you're the
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I feel like I need to go on live because at this point it's already out there and I feel like I'm never going to speak on this ever again. And I feel like I might as well just let that go. And I just feel like it's so unfair, this situation, because this whole time I've been nothing but straight with this man and tried, you know what I'm saying? Tried nothing but genuine, pure love for this man from the jump, 3 years ago, from the fucking jump. And of course, all this internet bullshit, all this everything always was something in our relationship. And it's definitely unfortunate. We have a child, so it's just like, it's just very unfortunate. But it ain't fair. My whole everything. Y'all think I'm a fucking bird because of this man. Like, y'all think I did this and that. Like, nah, it was never that. It was never that. And I ain't here to clear nothing with nobody because I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks about me. But at the end of the day, like, I've never spoken on anything. I've never addressed anything because I didn't want to bring attention to it. But it's always the narrative on what it is because they think this is the type of girl I am and this is that. Nah. So, nah, it's just the and yeah.
So them people made her leave.
Out of nowhere, bro. Out of nowhere. And I'm trying so hard to I tried to make this work. I tried to, for my baby, the best situation, but this ain't the best situation at all, bro. at all. I deserve so much better. I really do. So I hope, God, please, I pray that this is the last situation. This is the last time because this is not it. It's not. Every single time I come back into it, it's not it. It's love because I completely love that man, but it's not it. It don't matter how much you love somebody if it ain't right, it's never gonna be right. And when someone's not ready for something, it's never gonna be right. And you can't force somebody to be ready for something they're not ever gonna be ready for. He's okay with having 5, 6 baby mothers. Like, nah, I was
You
brought
was
up
okay
different.
with it too.
I ain't going.
What the
You
fuck?
want me to be okay with certain shit? I ain't going.
Man,
So
you tweaking, my girl.
I will get out. I will leave. I don't even have a place in LA no more. I done dropped everything for my baby to have a good life and being a nice for her to know her dad, but I will go figure it out. Like I always have since I've been young. Never depended on a man, never nothing. I will
Yeah.
figure this out. So and that's it. I'm gonna keep. I ain't never brought this shit to the internet, but I don't give a. You want to record me talking about I'm gonna have this, then put out a statement 10 minutes after this shit going on. The clout, it's weird, man. There's some weird right there. Like he was planning this shit before. So yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, that big cap.
Play the
Okay, so
one
that's my song.
from his live. Yeah. No, that's crazy.
That was some big cap though. How she gonna say he cool with having 6 or 7 baby mamas and she was with him though? Like, no, you was cool with it. That's why you was with him. Shout out to MJ.
Peace to the panel. How are you?
Peace, 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 peace,
All
peace, peace,
right.
peace.
Hello.
Yeah.
Peace.
Hi, Moon. So yeah, that situation is interesting, but not surprising. Not surprising at all. I think the one of the things that we can take away from it is that I guess one of the conversations we had about mixed children and biracial children, whether they are inclined to be more for their black side or their white side, is apparently because of the situation between these two parents. Most likely, she will raise her daughter to not like black people. So how is black men creating the black seed to further the black community?
Right. There goes that excuse. Why they lying?
Right. Like I mean, like in certain situations yes, but not. I mean, from what I seen from the earlier lives that the baby and them did, the reason why she went over to his place is because she was getting kicked out from her parents' house because they didn't want her
Whoa.
there with that black baby or
Yep.
that mixed race baby.
Yep.
So
For real?
that's why that's why she was having bad inner house situation. So he tried to help her by, I guess, coming to stay with her, but I don't know, maybe it could have been whatever
It might have
situation
been
that
a
was going on.
time
She was
period
probably
type thing.
yeah. I mean, if he feels that he was just helping her by getting her out of a bad house, like family situation, then that was the reason why he let her stay with her. But I guess
How is she staying with her parents though? And she got a whole song out.
yeah, she gave up her house and she also bought a house for her parents down in DR. So since she did that whole Yellow Bone song, her career been flatlining. So she haven't been getting
Yellow
gigs
bone.
and she haven't been able to make songs or tracks. So she's been falling back on, her family, and they like, no, you need to go run up with the dude that you decide to have a baby with and have him take care of you.
You know what that probably was? Her family was probably one of them families that, like, you know how these families get behind their children and they put everything into it. She probably like veered off in a direction, as far as her career, and her family probably just disowned her to an extent. On top of, the fact that it was a black man.
Yeah, well, they're also making they're making us talking rhetoric saying that he cursed them out or he cursed all of them out and he put hands on Danny Lay. This is what they're saying now on the live, saying that he's not telling the whole truth. And from his
And the
other baby
police
mama,
still made her leave though. That don't make sense.
yes. Well,
That's fucked up.
yeah, I mean, I guess because it's speculation and it didn't even happen in this country. It happened in DR, and that's how she even got over to his penthouse. So that's just only hearsay to the family, and the family's telling him, "Oh, keep the family name out your mouth," blah blah blah.
Hold on,
But
hold on, hold
it
on.
seems
He
like,
did this to your child. He did this to your child, and you let your child you still told your child to go be with him. That don't sound right.
Yeah, it do because a lot of people. It's
You
like
saying
it's
your
like
child
when you
getting her
leave.
ass whooped and you tell her to go?
It's because that's what you chose, and they're trying to prove a point. It's like when you leave somebody religion, they really want bad shit to happen to you to prove the fact that the religion was real. Or when you leave a relationship,
No, no,
like
no. I get
motherfuckers
that
want to
part.
believe,
That's
they
like when
want to
somebody.
see bad shit happen to you, so you will know, so they can say you should have fucked with us. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I
Because
mean,
what she said made a lot of sense. Like
Ah,
who supported her, since a child becoming a
before
musician,
now,
and then she become a musician.
right,
All of a sudden, it's Chris Brown and the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
you pregnant by a dude that
And
killed
that's kind
somebody
of
in the Walmart.
to me. That's kind of messed up too, though. To leave your child in that predicament, and they ain't even been together that long for you to just be like, you keep going back to him. You know what I'm saying? Like that probably was the first time that shit happened. But like you said, they want to prove a point to your ass
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
because you
a
trying to
lot of
prove a
people
point.
really don't understand about Latin families and white families. Like, if they're really against the person that you're with and that person is a
Right.
black person, they're not messing with you. They will literally cut you off and
That
disown
disown
you.
your ass.
They don't have nothing.
Mhm.
They don't want to have nothing to do with you or anything. And if anything bad happens to you, oh yeah, they're 100% like aha, like aha moment. I told you so, and they don't care. They really don't.
Yep, this whole situation is just trash bag behavior. Just trash bag behavior. But yeah, they've been on and off for about 3 years. She had the baby. She went to go live with him. She gave up her own house, got her parents a house in the Dominican Republic. But he said that yeah, they did have a problem with the child being mixed race.
And that goes to the whole fact of her saying that she's yellow bone, using a terminology that is for full black women who are of a lighter complexion. If now all of a sudden you see race, but you didn't see race before. Before you was a part of
Right.
the black community, but now you're not a part of the black community or according to your family. So that's why I hate
Mm-hmm.
those, jumping the fence type of people, because you can always spot by the things how they say when a certain
Hell yeah.
situation occurs.
Smash that like button, family. Make sure y'all hit that like button. These are important conversations.
I think this would be a perfect time that I would say that maybe black men will have to, kind of rein in their image on this because of what he's doing to someone that is considered a preference to these rapper like guys. He's actually um putting the of abandonment to all black men, without really saying it. And this is what white media and the society is going to see that, oh, this is not just this particular rapper clown, this is black men in general, you know. And that, like, it's gonna be black men that's gonna have to clean it up. And I don't think the route is going to be is, oh well, he's just a sucker ass clown and this is just an individual. It's not going to work this time.
My big brother AWOL in the building. Shout out to AWOL, man. What's good, big dog? Oh, he fell out. His shit's probably fucking up. Yeah. That's my real brother. Same mama, same daddy.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all.
God damn.
Yeah, it's my older brother.
Yep, she like the third baby mama. I think he got two before her.
Yeah, and that's another reason I also think that's why he kind of kicked her out early in the morning, because apparently, with I looked at Mimi's live, that's his, I think, the main baby mama that he has a really good relationship with the two daughters or so.
Right.
He kept on antagonizing that woman by sending messages and stuff like that. And I guess he caught wind of it, and then I guess he was just like, "I'm done. You're making it seem like we're together when I'm just helping you."
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yep, that's his. I think that's his first baby mama.
Right, and she was actually in a relationship. Like, he claimed her that they were in a relationship.
Yep.
And even though he was supposedly dealing with Danny for 3 years, I have never ever heard him say that that is my girl. Even though he even has said in some videos, he was like, "Oh, I love you," blah blah blah. But it was never something that was confirmed that they were ever in a relationship. And I'm not trying to say that anything that he has done is being condoned. Is not. You know, if you're a foul ass sucker dude, you're a foul ass sucker dude. But yeah, I think the whole, and you know, trying to fight his baby mama and try to mess up her business, because you know she's a professional barber, and she makes her own money outside of what the baby does, and she was trying to bring her business down. So I think that's it has a lot other things to do with it.
Yeah, because it was said that she sent her emails as well, not just text messages, but emails. Yup, it's a hookah. Is Asiatic lion the same as Afro Asiatic?
Yup.
I was looking for you.
That's a great question.
Yeah,
Go
Swallow.
on, hit the link. Go on, hit the link. Asiatic.
yeah, let me
Oh,
see.
they ain't the same people.
Yeah, the same people. Afro Asiatic
Oh,
is
okay.
Asiatic line. What's good, big bro?
What up, little brother?
Damn.
What up,
What up with
everybody?
it?
Hello.
Same shit. Listen to this whole baby situation. Shit fucked
That
up.
shit crazy.
Shit beyond crazy, man. That shit is wild. Like real talk.
Yup.
But I guess I've been put the fuck out. I ain't never put no woman out. I wouldn't put no shorty, especially if she got my shorty. I mean shit, it could even be your shorty. I'm not gonna put her out
Yeah.
3 in the fucking morning. We could wait till 8 and keep it cordial, and you can get you a fucking cab. You know what I'm saying? Or Uber or something. Like, that's just being decent. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's like being a
It
decent
seemed
ass
like he tried
motherfucker
to turn
being
the
decent.
camera on to keep it from going some other place.
Who, me?
But you know, some people think you turn the camera on to try to embarrass people, but I know I done turned the camera on before just to be like, I don't know how this shit gonna go. You feel me? But I know
Yeah, but
I
turning
don't
the
plan
camera
on doing
on
it.
and going live for millions of people to see is two different things.
No, no, no.
Oh,
That's
hell
why I
no.
said some people can interpret it as though you trying to make sure a million people see it, or just to, embarrass somebody. But in certain situations where people done been lied on, done been talked about as being abusive, it'd be in your best interest as a male or even a female to make sure motherfuckers can see what really happened. Because people will say anything.
That's what you need nowadays. You gotta have some type of backup. You gotta have some type of backup nowadays, because eventually it's gonna be your word against another motherfucking word, and
Right.
Right. What you got?
it's
Hey,
all
but what
about
you gonna
you.
do? Call security on it?
I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
I like to go. I'm with agreement with Moon on this because every phone has a camera, so you can actually record without going live. The whole point of him going live was to embarrass her in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To for them to have a real life scene of how she's acting in her distraught mind. Like keep in mind, she just had a child. We don't know if she is dealing with postpartum. That could make her very emotional, stressed out, or take things to another level. We don't know that, but I do know that he did purposely want to embarrass her, and that's why he literally called her a certified side chick, even though there's many
Called her a
many.
side bitch.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it PG-13.
Yeah, but y'all need to hear that because that was wild to me. Because he could have said we ain't never been in no real relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like we mess around, but my main relationship. But like, there's a whole connotation to that. Like you just and she sitting here with your baby. Like even if she was like, once she got your baby, she a bitch, bro.
Right, and that's
What,
what I'm
what
saying.
do that make you though? What do that make you though? He just put himself in a fucked up situation. So you gonna go and just have babies by any side bitch you meet? She
And
ain't got this much, you know what I'm saying, part of your heart.
Right.
Like what they make you, nigga? They make you look
I mean,
fucked
but
up.
what
You know
kind
what I
of
mean?
I'm saying it does a
but what kind
lot
of
for
integrity we
the
expect from somebody that's willing to break up a
truth,
relationship? Like, what kind of
but it
you know
says
what I'm
a
saying? Like
lot,
I said,
because if you look at it as in the outside, right? Like we
uh
all
huh.
know the statistics of single mothers, whether if it's black women or whether if it's other non-women, non-black women from black men, and for him to kick the lady out of the house with a 3-month child at 3 a.m. in the morning, doesn't that go to the whole rhetoric of saying that black men don't value children?
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I say that's a black man who got money and he got choices. That's what I see. I see he got choices and he can go get him another baby mama, 6 other baby mamas, 8 other baby mamas. I got dough. I'll pay for it. It's whatever I want right now. You know
But
what I'm
What
saying? That's
I'm
what
saying
I
is
say.
this is
but
not
I
an
there's
also think if she
isolated
was
there's
incident.
willing to,
It
but
if
happens
she
too
was
much than
willing
not.
to leave the baby, I don't think he.
but there's many
What'd you
black men
say?
who don't have money, who have 6 to 8 baby mamas. They don't have the same type of income that he's coming in. I'm trying to say is by him being so
Right.
heartless or cold heartless to have his 3-month-old child out of the house, because just think about it, even if she decided to keep the baby with him, like he said, no, you leave and keep the baby is feeding off the mama. How is the baby really going to eat? So
now
then
that
you
baby feeding her, she was bottle feeding that baby.
but she could have been
She was
bottle
bottle
feeding
feeding the
her
baby
milk.
though.
It coulda, shoulda. You just
She
said
just
that
didn't
like
want
she
to
called her
leave
breastfeed.
though.
She was bottle feeding that baby. She ain't finna let nobody, no baby clutch on them breasts and fuck that up.
Right,
She still
right. We
want
ain't
music
gonna.
career.
Thank you. Thank
She
you.
just
These
didn't want to
motherfuckers out
leave.
here paying. They out here paying people to feed their babies. Kim Kardashian didn't feed all them kids. Them
Against the
motherfuckers
point,
don't work.
all I'm saying is like she doesn't want breastfeeding. The rest of it, and she don't got to be breastfeeding for it to make sense to not put the damn baby out or separate
Right.
the baby from the mama and
I
all this
agree.
shit.
It doesn't make sense. And that's what I'm saying. It shows some sort of a heartless of him not even having that parenting fatherly love for his
Hmm.
own children. That's the
Right.
image that a lot of
And
people
it
want to
sounds
portray.
crazy to me for him to move her in once she had the baby. Like so, that
Now I
sound to
get
me
I get
like
what she's saying.
I hear what she's saying too, but I don't put that on all black men not caring for their children. I just put that on
That's what
this
I was
ignorant
just gonna say. I
motherfucker right
get what
here.
she's
That's
saying,
just on him.
but we gotta
Don't put that
stop.
on us.
We gotta stop generalizing. We can't just say because of one
Yeah,
black man do
yeah.
something. You feel me? It
Cause I
and
know I
then
hate
like I
Definitely
when
think
not.
if
We're
people
she
gonna
say,
was,
keep
if
generalizing
she was
because it
willing to
happens too
leave the
often than
baby, he
not.
wouldn't
Once
have
it
said
stop
you can't
happening
leave
too
this baby
often than
here.
not, then we can stop generalizing. But until then, we're gonna keep generalizing. That's just
nah,
gonna have.
Hey,
That's just how it's gonna be.
well,
that ain't it.
if that's the
That ain't
case,
it.
a lot of people who have a point of view of only seeing black men be there for kids, We'll argue with you tooth and nail on that. But we can't
Hey,
go on that
hey,
That's
rationale
fine.
and do the
That's
same
fine. We
thing
can
that we say
argue.
people do to us in this country. Like they judge us all by one person's mistake. And if we go
Okay,
turn around and do the
would you
same
say the
shit,
same
then
for the police
racism was
department
right.
then?
Prejudice
But
hey,
is
you
right.
doing the
they
Would
same
you
So
thing?
say
all
the
of that shit
same
is
for
right
the
then.
police department then?
they
That's what
normally
I'm
judge
saying. So
us
when the
by
police
what
do
the
that shit to us, we can't
collective
get
is
mad.
doing. It is
We
what the
can't get mad.
collective is doing is this is how people can actually pass those judgment and create stereotypes is
But how
by
is it
what
the
the
collective if we
collective
not?
is doing.
See, that's
Collective
the
means
thing though,
majority.
because I hear that
Common
same
sense only is
conversation
not
from brothers
all.
about my sister. That's why I be giving pushback because it's like I have to push back with them niggas when they try to act like all women is hoes. So I'm like, at
Thank
the
you.
same time, with my
Hey,
sisters, before you appear hopeless or before you become hopeless, I need for you to recognize it's some bros out here on the same page as you, but you gotta stay you before you change, and then you become just like them other people, and they look at you just like them other women because you looking at them just like another nigga.
I understand that, but one of the thing is that many of the stereotypes and things that are said and pushed on to black women has to always step up to the
Right.
plate to show that they're different. This is something that black men
No,
gonna
you
have to
right, you
do
right. And but
because
just
as a
know, black women, I'm fighting
collective,
with you
Let
on
her
that.
finish talking. Don't interrupt her.
no, it's all right, Moon. It's all right. He's not really interrupting me. It's just a good conversation. I like it. It's cool. Um, yeah, like black men has to step up. You know, black men has to step up and be like, hey,
Right.
this is not our image. Just as like you call women to take accountability and to show different, you have to show different. If not, this is what people are going to assume, and this is what they're going to go by. You know,
the way I
so
see it, it don't matter if it's 100 black men dressed up in black suits taking their kids to church on Sunday. They always gonna point at that one dumbass knucklehead on the corner, and they gonna put us all in that motherfucking pool over there. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
it's not
it's
it's
dudes
not
out
just
here that
one
hold, it's
dumbass
dudes out
knucklehead
here
on the
that hold
corner
their
though.
kids down.
but
I know
you're
I've taken every right hook, uppercut, left, everything my baby mamas have thrown at me, and I'm still here. I'm still standing. I still got my kids with me. I did that. I endured, and I
and
did
God
that.
bless you for that. But see, you got to understand that your works or your work of the few don't speak for the many.
But I'm saying
Until
the many don't speak for the work of the few, though. The many don't speak for the work of the few,
So
though.
the few shouldn't get offended. That's
If
that's
it's not
that's
you,
what
don't get
I'll be
offended.
saying, man. Like when you see there's a whole culture of dudes calling women bitches, slapping on the ass, oh, and then women say, as a collective, men don't respect women. Then niggas got to stand up and say, well, what I did with my baby. No, that's jiggy. All I'm saying is it's a
A lot of
collective of men
conversation.
that have this type of, and we all been subjugated to it. We all been around when some shit happened and we let that shit slide because why? It
Who?
ain't supposed to be wrong. It ain't supposed to be wrong. When niggas just walk up to females and try to holler at them, you know what I'm saying? And when like, and then another female, and then another female. Like this whole culture of niggas being dogs has been able to grow to an industry. An industry. And women have to survive in that. So I mean, yeah, like
I,
it ain't no rock at my
I
window.
get what you saying, bro. But I feel like when we do this, this side is doing this conversation,
I
we
don't do that.
miss the resolve. Ain't no fucking resolve when we just saying mama ain't shit when mama and daddy over there bullshit.
The thing is
So
when
if
they
we not
talk
gonna
when we
speak
talk
on the
about
true collective,
when we talk
then
about
we can't
mama
just sit there and
being
say, "Oh, nigga, hold on, bro."
but when we
Like I told the queen, it's not right that queens got to sit there and prove that they ain't shit. So that means niggas shouldn't be sitting around just talking about all women ain't shit. So I'm gonna tell my sisters the same shit. Just because you done dealt with certain niggas that ain't shit, don't give
but
room to say all niggas ain't shit. But I
all the
get
here's the
that there's
thing.
some niggas out here that ain't shit. I get that. We
but
never
But
take that shit off the
here's
table.
the
that's not what I'm hearing, man.
here's
Y'all
the
that's
thing, go mine is the
not what I'm
problem
hearing.
is that there shouldn't be a problem with people proving themselves, right? Like
Mhm.
if that's what you're about and that's what you stand on, then you stand on your hill. And the women who do prove themselves, you know, outside of what anybody might say, we don't have a problem with doing it. You know what I'm saying? This is what we stand on. This is what we believed on, and we're not gonna let anybody,
Right.
change our narrative about ourselves that we know that we stand on. The problem is the lack of black men who don't operate in that form, that this negative form that we see outside. We don't see them trying to prove themselves. In fact, you're saying that you shouldn't have to prove yourself. You just People should just accept that I'm just not like that, and move
No, I'm
accordingly.
not saying
Sometimes
that.
you're gonna have to step. Sometimes you're gonna have to stand on that hill. Whether or not, if you're standing on that hill alone, you have to stand on the hill.
No, I respect that. And I never said that black men don't have to prove themselves. What I'm saying basically is like women and men, they show themselves. And that's the proof. I don't need a woman to break her neck to show me that she loyal to me. I gotta pay attention. So at that point, when I'm paying attention, I have no room to turn around and sit here and say she ain't shit if I let her not be shit. I stayed in that
No, I
situation. So at
I
that point,
totally
I
agree,
can't
and
sit here and say she's not shit. We both ain't shit because I sat there and let not shit stuff go on. And I ain't talking about
no,
for a woman. I can't speak for a woman. But me as a man, that's how I think. Like, hold on, bro. She don't gotta prove shit to me. She gonna be who she is, and that's gonna either be sufficient. I mean, that's gonna be enough for me or not. But she don't gotta prove
no.
shit to me because I realize people at the heart of who they really are, people ain't pieces of shit. But in certain
I mean, I
conditions, people
totally
get scared
understand
and
that.
start doing crazy ass shit.
I totally understand that in regards of personal relationship. But when we're talking about as a collective, as an image of a collective, you have to go a different route. You can't sit back and be like, "Oh, well, I expect, people to just follow and look and see what I'm doing," when the collective is seeing that the collective of black men or black people are acting a certain kind of way that is looked as negative in society.
Right.
So we can't use that same type of system what we do in our personal life between our relationship with man and woman as what we deal with as our imagery when it comes to society. You have to go a different route because they're going to always fall on the negative first if that's the one that's being promoted the most.
And as a black man, that's what you should want to happen. Like, I'm not sitting up here saying all black men ain't shit. But when I hear women say, it's tough to find a good black man. Ain't no good black men out there. That ain't my job to jump in there. Well, I'm gonna tell you, niggas need to straighten their shit up. And we need to be proud of it. And we need to stop being quiet and all of this shit. Like, come on, man. Cause when niggas throw niggas in that gangster box, when niggas throw niggas in that player box, it's very few dudes that sit up here and say, hey, yo, that ain't me, fam. They want the respect, the honor, and all this stuff that come with it. And I
But
mean,
why
it's
is
time
that,
to
big bro?
start defining us for real. We need to start defining us for real and stop letting mainstream, stop letting the popular, stop letting the rich or whatever the fuck it is, man.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
Like,
real.
we do, and I say we all do, right? We all do, but definitely, the black men as a collective, because what is being said out here is that you don't value children, you don't value marriage, you definitely don't value black women, and that you're glorifying proximity to whiteness, and that you don't want to have anything of your own. These are the narratives that's being led out
Right.
there by these these people who are pushing that type of narrative out there. And when I say people, I'm talking about our own, because at the end of the day, nobody told the baby to do that, especially nobody
Shit.
told the baby to do that on live.
It's been
So there's the
normalized.
accountability.
oh yeah, fuck the baby. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's been normalized though, big bro. Like when we like I get what everybody's saying, and I want to say everybody making a
It's
great
but
point before I even
what
try to
part they
say
normalize?
anything. And I want to clarify my voice. Like I'm talking at a computer, so I don't want nobody to think I'm yelling. Um, but what I wanted to say to respond to what Big Bro was saying, like, the reason why I try to say something about the way we're putting things out here as a media, and when we blanket shit, it's the same instance. Like when I heard the gangsterism growing up and seeing how it was associated with black men and all that type of stuff. As a young impressionable male, I didn't know how to differentiate. So when there's young impressionable males as well as young impressionable females hearing the conversation that we're able to narrate with us running these platforms, I feel like we have a responsibility to make sure that we don't blanket that shit. Because then you have young impressionable males who don't have nobody to tell him, hey, look, this is what these grown-ups is really saying. They like, oh, okay, shit, this is what I've been seeing. They confirming what I know niggas to be. And at the same time, when we compare everyday black men who aren't supported or promoted by the mainstream media, like they promote the idiocracy for a reason. They know these people background before they put them up there. And I appreciate the fact that we speaking against it, but we can't speak against it and then say it's all of you. You know what I'm saying? And like Swab said,
Nobody's
I know
saying, and
niggas ain't
that's
saying
what I'm
it's
saying,
all
man.
of you. But
They're not saying it's all of us, bro.
when you say black men and you don't say I'm not saying all black men, you are saying black men. You're not saying just this black man. And that's
We're
not
not
a black
saying that.
man. I mean, a black man to me. So at this point, as a black man, I feel like Swab said, we got the right to define them are not black men. So let's not keep saying that's black men because then we're increasing that culture. We're saying this is the culture. Because we're not talking about how we're gonna stop this from being the black man
The
culture.
baby is a
Because it's
black
obviously been
dude, bro.
normalized up until
The
now.
baby is
Ain't
a
nobody had
black
to tell the
dude.
baby, but he's seen that somewhere.
The baby is a
Go ahead,
black
Swab.
dude. Baby is a black dude. That's a black dude.
I couldn't hear you. You say
Excuse
what?
me.
Mic check. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you, Swab.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
I was looking off, but go ahead. What'd you
The
say?
baby is a black dude. It's a
He
black
don't
dude.
represent me. So for somebody to say this what
You
black
see,
men
he
do,
don't
that's
represent
I
you,
can
but
say
he represent black men. You're trying to defend yourself. You see what I'm saying?
no, I'm
Yeah.
Like
saying
we
this is how we resolve that.
all
Black
we
men
gotta.
can't keep on standing by other black men doing certain shit. So I can say, as a black man, I don't stand by that. That's not what we do.
Yes, I don't stand by it neither, but that doesn't make him not a black man
Hold
because
on.
it inconveniences me. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying?
I can, but
And
hold on. You don't think at some point we should decide, like as a people, we should be like, hold on, bro. We can't keep
But you can
on
only
saying everybody
if
is
you
you
us.
got
can
two
only
black parents, you
decide.
black. If you got two black parents, you black. The baby is a black dude,
Man,
bro. I don't know
hey,
what you
oh,
saying.
hold on,
Excuse
Swab.
me,
Them are
right
your
fast. Can
standards.
we?
And
Can
other
we,
people got standards for what's black people too. So why come I can't have
What?
my standards for what's black people?
excuse me.
I don't see how you could make a standard for
Yeah,
what black
yeah.
people.
Let me
If you can
let me
say,
take a
would you say
Hold on.
moon
Go ahead,
flower?
let's
My
take a
Smooth.
bad.
pause real fast. I'm about to get ready
Mhm,
to go to work, but I need to chop it up with Afro is yet. Are you here?
mhm.
Afro.
Yeah, peace, Sister Moonflower. Peace to the panel.
My question is the last time we spoke, you were saying that it is beneficial to teach your children your religion, correct?
Uh, yeah, on an individual basis, yeah, I would say so. But I would put that more in the context of culture. You know, the culture of your choosing.
Okay, well, I would like to debate you on that, and I'm going to take the negative.
Okay, all right.
And that's what I wanted to speak to you about because I was looking for you yesterday, but I didn't see you in the comment section.
Yeah, okay. That sounds cool. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm getting ready to head up to this school and go to work.
All right. Okay. Yeah, yeah. We can set that up. I got to call Solar Mine anyway, and I'll let them know. And yeah, we can set that up.
Okay, bet. That's all I wanted.
All right. Okay.
Back to it. Back to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think our actions speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when women come out of the house and
I'm
oh
not too.
complain, I don't think it's a man thing to jump in front of them and say, stop complaining. Like if a woman, like literally, they're sitting up here telling you what they had a problem with, and it's not you. It's not
I'm
you.
not saying stop complaining, Swab. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
You
I
said stop
am not
saying
saying that.
you saying
What I'm
stop saying
saying
black
is,
men. You
if
saying
you saying black men step up and change that shit, be careful. All I'm saying is be careful when you paint that broad brush before you paint the motherfucker that's here to help. That's all I'm saying. I ain't
but
saying
if you here
because,
to
like I
help,
said,
you
it's
here to
different
help.
situations. You see me do this,
But
Swab.
if you're
When these
here to
niggas up
help,
here talking about the woman, I'm like, hold on, bruh. You forget this is about the family. If it's niggas up here talking shit about their kids, I say, hold up. It's about the family. So when we get to the point we start thinking as individuals in these situations, that's why it's easy to be like, I don't care what happens to my baby mama. That's why it's easy to be like, oh, whereas is this a representation of black men? And when I'm asked that question, I'm obviously gonna say, hell no, that's not. Because just as sure as people can sit here and rationalize the majority of the time, this is what they seen, so they can sit here and say, this is the black men they seen, I can sit here and say, bruh. And the only way we gonna really raise up a true
You see
standard
how
of who
you
we
keep
are as a
reading?
people
You on your
is if
fourth
that's
point,
But
bro.
true.
see,
I
I'm
just
not
want to
saying
respond.
don't complain,
Hold on.
but
Let
I'm
me
saying
respond to
complain
his
about the
first
right
point.
people.
Let me respond to his
Like,
first point, please, because this what I'm
okay, my
saying,
bad,
man.
bro.
Put the
My
work
bad.
in. Let them women work, bro. They working. You see how that shit hit you? Oh, black men ain't shit, and the niggas stood up.
That ain't what I
That
responded to, bro.
get that.
Like, why you saying
All right,
that?
I'm gonna leave it alone. Go ahead.
That ain't what I
yeah, I
responded to.
think that
I,
I think you have to do a better job of not putting yourself in the situation when we're speaking about the collective, because when we're speaking about the collective, we're generalizing what we're seeing on a national
exactly.
level, right? Or a worldly level. We're not talking about what we're seeing in individual situations. And I think that's where the you get triggered at, because you're like, dag, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but I'm being lumped in with everyone when they're generalizing. But what the reason why we talk in a generalization is because it's something that needs to change on a full blown type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a serious situation that needs to change because it's more frequently happen. Is a majority is doing this, a majority we're seeing this occur, and it's coming from this particular type of group. We need to fix it. You can't use you and your individual, like, identity to mask and cover the majority. We think we really have to stop doing that, because you're going to always be triggered and find, and find defensive, like, be offended, because you're using how you personally, how you move and you operate. But how you move and you operate is not what everybody else is doing. So
No, I
for
totally
us
get
to
that.
move, for us to move forward, you gotta just really just be like, okay, they're not talking about me because I know what I'm doing, but I do need to help them to solve this other problem.
Right. No, and again, I agree. I agree. And I know you're not talking about me. But as I would tell my sister, I would tell my mama, I would tell my daughter, baby, don't get so caught, not you, I'm talking to my daughter. Don't get so caught up in what happened to you that you become paranoid and you can't see your allies from the people that are your enemies. Remember what was done to you, so you know the ways. But when it gets to a point where I'm sitting here saying, "Hey, yeah, I get that," and I said, "Let's not generalize," and the family, let me know we have to do that for the moment. To me, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. And like I said, I'm not always talking about the man. So I'm not triggered by my own reality. I'm triggered by my family's reality. And I look at us as a collective when I say man, woman, child. So if we talking about the woman ain't shit, I'm gonna sit back and say, man, hey, bruh, y'all tripping. Cause it ain't just her. Let me show how all of us are affecting each other. Therefore, now we got to sit here and deal with this shit and clean up our mess. But we can't sit here and just be like, hey, you know what? Because it's easy to say this. What I used to say. People will piggyback on what's easier in society to take advantage of. Like in society, it's deemed acceptable to kill a black man, and we know that shit. So I'm not surprised that the basis of conversation is it's easier to say that the black man ain't shit, but we'll turn around and say Tommy Sotomayor is fucking wrong because we know he's lumping everybody together. So I'm just saying, in all perspective, when we talking about the black family, let's not act like the black family is something you can just lump in together. Otherwise, like I said, the prejudice that we get treated with within this country by other people is justifiable because they got at least one example of the people that they saying we could potentially turn out to be. That's why they kill us. That's why they mistreat us on a regular basis.
Well,
But
they kill us and mistreat us on a regular basis because we do it to ourselves on a regular basis. So unless we're trying
That's all I
to
was just
fix
gonna say. I
that
know somebody gonna
situation,
say they don't do shit.
unless we fix that, unless we fix that situation where we're not killing each other over the stupidest things and or arguing
What
with each other, ready
perpetuates that?
to
they
take the
kill us because
family.
we're black.
No, they don't kill you because you're black. They kill you
Yes,
because you don't
ma'am.
show they kill you that you don't show enough self-love to
No,
yourselves. If
ma'am.
you're
I
out
stand on
there
a
if you're
pro-black
out there
stance.
killing each other like it's nothing,
So,
like you don't value
so,
your each other's life, then why would they have to even think about valuing anything?
well, ma'am. Well, we got to test that theory. What if we didn't kill each other? Would they still kill us?
Who knows? I don't think so. I don't think they would if they would kill us as that much, because we can
Well,
look
let's
at
look at
other
this still. Well,
groups. We can look at other
well, you got to
groups
look at
and they
this.
don't kill each other, and I don't see them rushing to pull out the gun and kill them when they have situations with them.
Because, ma'am, we're in a system of white supremacy, ma'am. That's why
We're
in the
not the
white
only ones
supremacy,
in the system of white supremacy. There's many other people of color that's in the system of white supremacy. They're still not
ma'am,
being treated just like us. So
ma'am,
Yo, can I just say something? Can I just say something, man? Hold on, let me come
the,
in, man.
the
Let me
difference
come on
between
in.
them
Hold
and
on, hold
us
me.
is they're
Hold on.
white.
Let me just say this. Let me just say this. Let me just say this. Man, these crackers gonna kill us regardless, man. It doesn't matter how the hold up, pro black man. Hold on. Man, these crackers gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do, man. If we didn't kill each other, they gonna still kill us, man. Stop! Don't think a killer is gonna not kill a motherfucker. Don't think a killer is gonna stop killing people because black people. If black people stop killing each other, that's not gonna change white people.
That wouldn't have no effect at all, right? If this whole gang culture wouldn't, if the whole gun culture, if that didn't exist within the black paradigm, that wouldn't change nothing, right, Rozzy? That's what you about to say?
Yeah.
You sound like a fucking fool, bro.
I don't give a
Niggas
fuck.
are sitting up here. Hold on, niggas sitting up here with 30 rounds, 100 rounds, drum
That's a
double
new
barrels, all this.
phenomenon.
Hold on.
That's a new phenomenon, sir.
That sentence
That's
means
new.
shit. That sentence means shit in context of the situation. If that
That's a new
wasn't out there,
phenomenon.
you repeated
No, let him
yourself.
go, pro black. Let him go.
Sir, that wasn't
You're
happening.
repeating yourself again. I hope you know that I heard you and I'm responding to what you're repeating for the third time. That's not how I construct conversations. If that lane never grew, like people got the chance to do a lot of things, but the fact that motherfucking the street culture, whatever the CIA, COINTELPRO, all this shit you want, but a motherfucker put that shit in your hand and you chose to shoot another black man with it. You chose to sell that crack to your mama. You understand what I'm saying? Despite what a motherfucker give you the means to do, if you do the shit, you did the shit. And if these motherfucking crackers being born nowadays, they not the same crackers from the 1500s, 1600s. But they learning from the outside. So from the outside, when you Chief Keef and Dirt, what you think they're gonna approach you like you they white brother? Yo, what's going on with you? I saw you was driving it. You're a little erratic. No, they gonna pull over, put your hands out the window. Because they know it might be guns in the car. They know you might not give a fuck about life enough to say, let me just go ahead. You might just up on them. These are the things that are there that murders your argument, even if your argument.
Sir, you have to test that theory. The civil rights movement.
Let me respond to
The
that
civil
shit.
rights movement.
Hold up, pro. Let me respond to that shit. Because you said what I
They
said.
weren't killing us like that. It wasn't like this, twin. It wasn't like this, twin.
Let me respond to this shit. Hold on, because you said I sound like a fool. Man, these white folks don't give a fuck, nigga. What are you talking about?
That's no information at all. I want you to know that.
Because when you was talking, I shut the fuck up, didn't I? I shut the fuck
I'm
up.
just saying that was no information.
But listen, let me just say this, man. Because black people in this country, first of all, murder is always going to happen, right? Murder is always going to happen. So black people can stop killing each other today or tomorrow. Okay? It's not going to stop white people from killing us. Period.
No, what would happen, Rozzy?
That's true. That's true.
What happened, Rozzy, is not only do black people need to stop killing each other, black people need to defend themselves when somebody's trying to harm them. So if you use both of those situations, then we'll fix the situation. But
You fail to realize we're in America, and America was built off murder and stealing.
realize that everybody on this earth is dealing with white supremacies outside.
So let me ask you this.
America's no
That's
different.
false. That's false.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this.
In Africa.
I'm sorry. Hold up. I'm sorry. Other group of people kill each other all the time. So why they don't get killed like we do?
Because they not in a system that is designed to oppress them.
Exactly.
White supremacy.
Okay, so even if you in a system that's designed to oppress you, nigga, stop killing each other, nigga.
I agree.
That's even more of a fucking reason to stop this shit. Okay, so
you
when
ever heard of the Willie Lynch Code?
Man, I can't stand this old ass shit. Go argue with my granddaddy. Go argue with my grandfather.
Do you understand the Willie Lynch Code?
Do you understand 2021? We understand the Willie Lynch Code. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand
the black man versus the black woman?
No, take him to church. Take him to church.
Right. Put the black man versus the black woman, and they'll fight for 300 years or more. So they'll never fight us. And guess what? We still doing it today.
Okay, we doing it.
You don't want to fight the white man. You want to be in white supremacy. You want to fight
You have to prove it.
Yeah, because the statistics is a black woman gets killed every 5 seconds.
Fail to realize the Willie Lynch Code.
In America, a black woman gets killed by the hands of a black man.
Bro,
okay?
pro-black. Hold on. Let me see if pro-black can answer this question. Pro-black. If black people improve the quality of their living, will we have less strife?
In America? No.
So if black men stopped doing drugs, took school serious.
Impossible.
You're a fucking loser, bro.
Yeah,
no,
you don't want
sir.
to do better.
You have to understand that this country was built off.
Bro, that sound like some. Listen, bro. You got to. Okay, hold on. Now, what does that mean? Let's break it down. I'm tired of the slogans and the emotional church rhetoric. What does that mean? He said America was built on murder and thievery. You said America was built on what?
White supremacy.
What does that mean? Break that down.
Well, I mean, it's kind of simple. You know what I'm saying? The white supremacists against black people. I mean, I don't know what else other way to put it.
You don't know no other way to put it. That's the problem. That's why you still saying shit.
Hey, sir,
you're trying to galvanize people in the 1960s, bro. This is 2021. It's the time for action and proof, bro.
You can't do it in America.
You only think that white supremacy is only for black people?
Yes.
That's totally wrong. White supremacy is white dominance. So that's anything that's not white. We don't live in a world where nobody is not affected by white supremacy.
Ma'am, the Asians are against black people.
Is tribal, and we're the only ones that's doing stuff.
Asians are against black people.
Our culture is self-murdering. Who wouldn't be against us? Our culture is, I'm gonna kill you, nigga. I'm gonna fuck your bitch. Who would be like, let me go over there with them? Everybody would be against you against that, nigga. You against that.
Understand. You have to understand how that started. That's why you have to go back to the Willie Lynch Code.
You have to understand stop being weak, bro.
When I'm out of public, when I come up on a black man, a lot of times there is fear because you don't know how crazy that next black man is. And it's a shame.
See, America has messed us up.
Black people.
America has messed us up. It has made us
it ain't America.
Self-serving to the white supremacists. And Malcolm X said
it. I can't wait till y'all leave the past in the past and fucking do something for yourself. We got Willie Lynch letter, Malcolm X quotes. Racism was what America built. That's no excuse for the black man in 2021 to say, I want to adopt the culture where every other black man around me is my only
This white man, he a wizard, man. He got our own people fighting against one another.
You want to be their slave.
I just want to say something right quick. Yes, black men need to reduce the murders in the black community. But remember, murder is never going to completely go away, man. It's just not. It's never going to just completely go away, man. It needs to be reduced, but it's not going to completely go away. And another thing, man, I do not blame white supremacy for us staying in the condition that we're in. So what pro-black is saying, I do not agree with that shit. I'll tell you that much.
And
To
murder
say it's
and all that
impossible
stuff in the
is
black
crazy.
community also drives up our insurance rates. It also drives down our property value. You know, and it does.
Exactly.
It affects us in so many economic ways. So and then not only that, it's like y'all are all I hear black men complain about is white supremacy and the white man. Yet all your violence is directed towards black women and black children. So, you know, to me, that makes no sense at all. Then you want to
You
turn
got to
around
prove
and
it.
you want to ask us to stand up
We
and
don't have
fight
to prove
for
it.
you.
You can Google
Oh,
it.
you want us to prove it? We
Then
can do that. We can do that.
We
As soon
can
as I
Google
get off
it.
work, we can
We
prove
can
it.
pull up the stats.
Right. Then you
You
want to
mean a
turn
white
around
man
and
stats,
ask us
right?
to, you want us to ask us
Where's
to
hold on? Where the
stand
black
up
man
for you.
stats at? What black institution took the time to get these stats? None. So stop.
That's the point. That's the point. So you
Yes,
believe in the
So are you
enemy.
yes.
saying
You
y'all not
So now, guess
you
what your
believe
point
your
is.
enemy. So you believe your
So now,
enemy is
guess
going to tell
guess
you
so
the
now
truth
guess so
about
now
yourself.
so
We
now
don't
guess what
even
your
need
point
the
is.
stats. Just go
Hey,
look at
ask J.
Chicago
Edgar
drill
Hoover.
rap.
Pro
Just
black.
go
Look, now he asking
So
J. Edgar
right
Hoover.
drill
God.
rap.
Honestly make me
before
believe
we
that all the
continue.
women that's been dying
Hey, what
lately,
did
all
J.
the
Edgar
black
Hoover
women
say?
and the
Prevent the
black men that
rise
have been
Hey
dying
now.
lately are false,
Prevent
right?
the
How many
rise of the
rappers?
Black
How
Messiah.
many rappers died this year? How many rappers
For
died this
he
year?
will unify the race.
Excuse
We
me,
ain't
y'all.
unionizing
Y'all.
us.
I'm
We
finna go to
separate.
work. So my laptop finna go in my backpack. So Suave, start another stream so y'all can finish your
I don't
conversation.
want to talk to these niggas about this. I don't want to talk to these niggas about this.
Well,
Hey,
when I get off
I'll
work,
start a new stream.
at
Y'all
the end of
already
the
know
day,
that. Well, I'll let y'all go. But
at the
when I
end
get
of the
off
day,
work,
it
yeah,
ain't
that's
black
it.
man.
wait a
It
second,
ain't black
sir. We
man
not
versus
done
white
Hold on,
man.
hold on. Let Moon get the flow right quick. Hold on.
When I get off work after the debate tonight, right?
Yep, we got a debate tonight.
Okay. During the debate, I will pull up some stats. And during the post debate show, I will come with some stats and some articles to show y'all. Okay.
It doesn't even matter because he doesn't believe it. Remember, because
Right, because it's written by the
Cause they white
enemy.
man, cause they white man stats.
white
Right,
people, but
it's
he
written
don't
by the
take
enemy.
black people don't take the initiative to
No,
see
just
what's
go
going
pull
on in
up
their
some
hood.
stats on how many drill rappers was killed this year. Is that
Nah.
stats?
That's white man stats.
It is white man stats when it's coming off black people's channels and off of
Oh
black media.
shit. Good question.
Black femicide that can be used as black people's stats.
Right, because that's black media. You can use any of
Yeah,
these black
man.
media channels to,
He
cover some
wouldn't. He
stats.
wouldn't like that because he'll be like, "There go them
Man,
black
I ain't got
women
no
again."
mercy for them niggas because, like I say, I know white supremacy is real, racism, white inferiority, whatever you want to call it. But I can't even fight it because I have to correct us. I can't even say that dude got killed because that cop was a cracker. Cause the nigga literally had like an unregistered firearm on him in previous fucking what's the name and beefing with the nigga right now on the Instagram.
And at some point, we got to be honest and say there is a fear of the black man that is justifiable. It's justifiable because if you see other black people out here killing black people like we're doing today, how can you blame? How can you blame the rest of the world for not being in fear? How can you not think a cop is going to say, I'm going, I don't know where this Negro going, but I'm going home tonight.
We gotta do better, bro. That's all it is. And then we could get back to the Hoover, the rise of because despite us, you know all of this. Despite us knowing all of this stuff, we still choose to say, "Oh, I'm going to the gas station. Let me grab my gun to go
Right.
to
Not
the
even that.
gas
And
station."
what was so
Right.
annoying is that why bring up white supremacy but don't bring up any solutions for white supremacy? Like you want to bring up that's the excuse why everything is what it is, but then you don't have no kind of
He don't feel
suggestion
it's no
to fix
solution.
it.
Remember, he
Like
said
a
it's
defeated
impossible
slave.
in America for us to stop killing. He said it's impossible for us to do that.
Yeah, like a defeated slave.
But
And then
Suave, start the new broadcast. I'm about to
All right, I got you. Okay,
All
I got you. For sure.
right.
Thank you for the stream, too.
Of course.